Going live, Ski. You're live, and we are back. Again, I just want to mention our sponsor of our shows, both shows. This will be, although two different videos, one show for tonight. This is our kickoff show of Chastity Show. You guys know us from Chats with Chastity and Ski Bear. Again, just kind of giving you guys what we always do, a lot of fun, a lot of talk, a lot of bullshit. You're going to hear it from a man's perspective and from a female's. So y'all feel free to log in and subscribe. I need you guys to definitely download the app, both Chats with Chastity app, and follow us on Instagram. In the meantime, let me just mention this, you guys. Money Talks Tax Service has serviced valued clients throughout the Southeast since 2010. We are remarkably diverse. We have a remarkably diverse, knowledgeable team that has represented our clients in all areas of taxes with a spirit of transparency embodied with integrity. Again, this is Rhonda's. You guys know her in the group as Shirley. Her telephone number, she is 205-807-2089. She is definitely giving away a free tax preparation. You can also reach out to Michaela. You all know Michaela, my chica. Michaela, you can reach out to her at 346-280-1972. And I know Trina is also part of that business. Trina has not said yes or no on her phone number, so I'm just going to go ahead and give it to you guys. You can reach my best friend Trina with Money Talks Tax Service at 225-916-6914. Again, y'all, that's Money Talks Tax Service, LLC, my homegirl's business. She brought along my other best friend and my daughter. So support them. You'll find them on Facebook. And again, we'll be plugging them throughout this show. Thank you, ladies. I can't say it. I can't say it enough. I can't thank my friends enough, my besties. You guys know who you are. You have been there pushing me through this. And the other day when Facebook shut me down for saying the word tits, they were in my shit like, F that, it's time to do something bigger. Obviously, we have outgrown Facebook, and I'm okay for that. I'm okay with that. I just want to thank you. I want to thank you guys just for always being that driving force in my life, even especially with the year that we've had. You all know I lost Jamie, my little brother, last year in April, and I can promise you there's absolutely nothing that I've experienced anything worse. Like, this is the absolute worst thing I have ever experienced. And I know I wouldn't have done it without you guys. So thank you. Thank you for keeping me up and going. I appreciate you ladies so much.
And the whole chat family as well.
Absolutely, because they have been very supportive for me.
One thing that we will come together and support.
When I dropped the ball completely, people like Ski Bear definitely ran with it. Chastity Conmore, she ran with it. My cousin Margot, yep. Man, if y'all know Margot, you know how silly Margot is, but she's very serious when it comes to business. So thank you, cousin. I love you so much for the support that you've given me throughout these 2 years of chats. I appreciate you so much. If I never say it, I want to always say this publicly so that you guys know how much I appreciate you. People like Keisha Freeman. Keisha and I are next door neighbors. We grew up on the same block. She has been my sister. We've been through it, and she has forever supported everything that I've done. So I appreciate you for that.
Keisha won the first basket.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay, we have your basket, Keisha. I'm gonna send your basket over with Skeeter, so you'll be able to get it. I'm gonna also have him pick up my liquor. So when you see him, you'll be able to send my things over with him.
GPS now.
I appreciate it though. That part I appreciate. Also, I want to say that again, for those of you who don't know, we will be doing a few mingles. We'll be getting back into the dating mingles, so be looking out, singles. Just a reminder, we have $200 up for grabs for the best I Want a Valentine's Day date.
That's
video.
it. Dates.
Send me your video. Send me your video, and we will definitely choose the best video. There's also a date going out with Cupid, who is covering hair, nails, and an outfit, plus chocolate covered wings, and a night out on a Valentine's Day date. But you have to post your video. It's only going to be for chatters who post.
Right. That's right.
In the meantime, let's just kind of jump right back into it. I'm going to make a quick post on Facebook to let everyone know that we are back. We are back. We are definitely back. So while I do that, I want to say hi to our live studio audience. You people won't see them, but we do have a few people in the audience saying hi, giving us some support. So we appreciate them being here. So at this point, I don't have my glasses on because I see a glare. You guys are going to have to help me out with that. So one of the things we talked about was relationships. Everyone who knows Skeet and I have relationship talks all the time. If you know me, I can guarantee you and I have had a conversation about relationships. That's just how it goes. I talk to everyone about relationships. At this point, I want to ask a question, Skeet. Do open relationships hurt or help a relationship?
Open relationships. It's catch-22.
Catch-22. While you're answering that, let me quick say hey to my cousin Gwan. Hey, little sister Tiffany. I love y'all.
My dog Gwan. What's up, Gwan?
Thank y'all for always being in my corner. Okay, sorry. You said it's a catch-22.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Because an open relationship, it'll only hurt if it's enjoyable. If the person enjoys the open person, if they enjoy them a little too much, that's when it becomes a problem. It's like a threesome.
Okay.
But you enjoy the other one more than you want to sneak off and go and have individual. That's what I've seen a lot of issues.
You're right. I've seen that. Again, for those of you who know me knows that I'm very polished when it comes to open relationships. I was 21 years old, kind of learning and growing, and it was just understood what was accepted in my relationship. I truly believe that if there's going to be an open relationship, that a person, it could help. It could definitely help spice up a sex life or whatever. And it can definitely hurt, but I think the parts that causes those issues, the hurtful part comes when the betrayal starts. If you start to have to sneak around. I think if you're being open and honest, if you're having sex with someone and all of a sudden you start to like the extra more than your main, it's your responsibility to communicate that with your main. The problem is people are afraid to communicate. I say this all the time. Y'all hear me say this all the time. Like they're husband and wives that run around and cheat, and I think the main reason is because they don't know how to communicate the fact that they're not happy, they're not satisfied. And when you find yourself in an open relationship, I think that's a big thing. I think that happens where you're not.
Is that ever successful?
Open relationships?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I've seen some very successful open relationships. Absolutely. Seen very successful relationships. I've also seen a lot fail. But I think the hint,
I've seen more fail.
The key will be this open honesty. I think that's the hint of success.
I don't think it'll work.
No, you don't.
I vote against it.
Okay. Here's an interesting question. So if a man has sex with his intoxicated wife and she's unconscious, Is that considered rape?
Ooh,
Interesting, right?
it just depends on what happened before.
She's intoxicated. She's knocked out. Nothing is
But
happening.
this is what I'm saying. If y'all had a fight and then she got drunk and passed out and you did it, okay, that's considered rape.
Okay.
If everything was good, everything was fine, she got drunk and she did it, it's cool. Depends on what happened before.
Right. Personally, I think it's rape. I don't think you should be having This is what we do. We agree to disagree all the time. I personally think it's rape because
So you have to be awake
if
and
I'm
alert.
in conscience, you shouldn't be sticking your dick inside of me. Period. Like there's no reasons for us. Because
If you
what
do
if
it-
I don't? What if I'm mad at you when I'm
Listen,
just drunk and intoxicated and passed out?
If you do it well enough, she'll be unconscious anyway when you get done. So it doesn't matter. The outcome is, yeah, it's gonna be knocked out. That's for damn sure. Tell you that much right now.
Got it. So you mentioned something earlier today about the only way to know a man would be to sleep with a man. I mean, not to sleep with him. Yes, for a woman, the only way a woman can get to know a man is to sleep with him. Do you
No, that's not what I said.
What'd you
That's
say?
not what I said. I said the only way she'll get to know the true man is the front before then.
Okay, so that's still to get to know him.
You won't know the real. See, after you sleep with a man, there's gonna be a change.
Okay, that's the truth.
Automatic.
That is the truth.
Now, whether that change is for the better or for the worse, it's gonna be a change. It may be better, but then it may be worse. So you'll get the true him after, but you will get the true her after as well. You see, because women use that sex excuse too much.
What do you mean sex excuse?
Sex. If you meet a woman and y'all talk, but y'all don't talk every day. I talk every now and then, we're good friends, yada yada. Once or twice a week. You may go a few days without talking to her or whatever the case may be. Soon as you sleep with that woman, she's gonna call you the next day and the next day, not to talk to you. She's gonna call you to see if you are going to answer, because now you done slept with me. So now I'm going to see if you're going to answer. That's a true statement. Guaranteed.
That is not.
It
I need you to continue. We started off this conversation.
Because let me tell you something.
We started off this conversation saying you should say some women.
Oh, right. Everybody except Chad.
No, not everybody except me.
Not everybody except her.
Some women are okay with, okay, fine, don't call me nigga.
But 10 out of 10 times, I'm not saying all the time, but
10
out of 10, 10 out of 10
no,
times, that's what's going to happen. They're going to call you the next day. And it's like, so then when you don't respond.
She knows how you feel.
No.
Yes.
Listen.
Okay, I'm listening.
When you don't respond, here comes the text. Oh, you don't know nobody no more. We never talk like that on a regular anyway. So why now all of a sudden? Because you done let me get the snapping nappy dugout. All of a sudden now, it becomes a we're gonna do a roll. You better respond, or we have a problem.
No.
That's the way it is.
That's not the way it is. I know that there are some women that feels that if you've had sex, then okay, we must be together. That's definitely a day and age of women. However, right. I don't necessarily agree with the fact that those women are here today. Like there are a lot of women that will say, "Fuck you, thank you for your penis." And you can carry on, sir, because we don't have time to play your bullshit. A lot of women are on their own thing. They're taking care of themselves. They're on their own businesses. They're doing their own things, raising their own kids or no kids at all, on their career. Just do whatever they want to do. We don't have to care. We don't care about your sex.
Kiambi said that she wants to see how you feel about her.
How I feel about her?
No.
Oh, with the woman?
With the woman wants to see how you feel about her.
Mm-hmm.
It says, or if you
some
just
women, because some women don't give a damn.
Yeah.
I don't care how you feel about me. I just wanted your penis too, boo.
But you can't. That's like 0.0%. That's you and maybe 2 other people.
No.
That's not, women as a whole.
You can't say women as a whole.
I mean,
because there are a lot
listen,
of women that are perfectly
listen.
fine with
I
just
understand.
doing that.
Not a lot. I wouldn't say a lot.
Okay. Let's say about 60%.
Oh, yeah. That's way
Okay,
too
so
high.
we'll say 40%. 15% of women
15%.
would definitely feel some kind of way. Look, I don't know where y'all finding these little women from, but there are women that would be like, bye, boy, fuck you, continue on. Next, like my friend Tasha always reminds me, Gucci says, no, but she reminds me what Gucci says, you miss one, next 15 minutes, one coming.
15 minutes?
No, that just means, no
Damn, he was on the way
if
already.
Yeah.
While y'all was stroking, he was on the way.
He's probably in the way. What do you mean? If you're stroking her, I promise there's probably someone waiting for you to fuck up.
He was in the next room.
Fuck up, he in there.
He was in the next room.
He in there. So don't fuck up that way. If you don't want to lose her, don't fuck up that way, because I promise you ain't. There's somebody sitting on that bubble.
Right. I mean, I agree with that.
Next 15 minutes, Tosh. I tried to tell him. But so do you think couples should live together?
Tanya said
before marriage?
Tanya said I'm waiting on the reaction from the woman so that I can have the excuse after I hit. Oh, there's no excuse.
I like that one, Tanya.
No, that's not. Oh yeah, Tanya. No, I'm just calling out the statistics.
What are those statistics based on? Where did you get those?
Research. Research.
Anyway, I just asked, do you think couples should live together before marriage?
Yeah.
I agree.
You don't think so?
I agree. Just like you said, the only way to get to know the real man will be to sleep with him. I think the only way to get to know a person is to live with them, the day in and day out, activities, the troubles that you're gonna go day in day out. I think it's
drawers on the floor. And
right. And that could be that.
He left his drawers on the kitchen cabinet. He do it at his house, so stuff like that. I know a couple married, true statement.
Okay.
They've been married for 3 years. They have never lived together. They have never even lived in the same town for 3 years.
I know people like that. I have a few couples who would. Definitely live. I have a very good friend whose husband was working out of the country and only came in the country for 10 days out of a year. I would love that. I don't care.
She was cheating.
She wasn't, but I don't care.
She wasn't? Wait a minute. Rewind. Hold up.
Because her thing is she's not interested in sex. She's an elder lady. Let me not say elder lady. She's an older lady. Definitely one of my best friends. I love her. She gives me the
best friend.
Well, she gives me the best advice because she's older than me and she sees the mess that I am and she can call me out on it and tell me where I'm going.
Hot seat alert. Who's your number one best friend? One person.
Who is my number one best friend, if I needed to name
one person, number one overall best friend, because you name 10 best friends.
Number one overall best friend would be, can I say like click? That's one.
One person.
I'm going to say Michaela.
Individual.
Michaela is my number one best friend. Period. That was an easy one.
That was so slick. That was so slick.
But for my clique, it's 6 of us total. Southern University, true Southern girls. That's where we met. And we've been together since 28 years. So those will definitely be my best friends. I have a group of friends that I've acquired along that group of friends. So I call them friends also. And then I got my friends from home. From Eunice, my high school friends, the friends that I grew up with, Fran Price Lamel. Speaking of, I just want to send my condolences to her family. Her husband lost his dad. If anybody knows Bro Lamel, that's all I have to say in Eunice is Bro Lamel, and you guys know exactly who I'm talking about. He was our very own Martin Luther King Jr. He fought for us. He taught us so many things. He gave back to the community. He was definitely a pillar of strength that we all had to look up to. Like when I say strong Black male, the only example I can give is Brother Mel, because that's what we saw in our town. And we're sad. His name does sound familiar. I can tell you that you've heard it somewhere. It's because he was the man in Eunice. He will forever be that man in Eunice. He's definitely a pillar of the community that will not be forgotten. He is resting with his wife, Miss Josie, who was one of my favorite people from a little girl. So I do want to send my condolences to Chad, Cliff, Mel, Fran. You guys have my deepest condolences, and I'll continue to pray for the family.
Right. Fran.
I love her. Fran is Michaela's daughter. Wait, you're talking my cousin Fran.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Francesca. Fran is definitely a mess.
Lord.
I
Shout
love
out
Fran.
Fran.
She
Fran
is one of my favorite cousins. She'll tell you one. She's my favorite little cousin. I can say that. If I had to name one, Fran would be my favorite little cousin. With little female cousin, because I don't want boys to get mad about that either. Right. Do you think it's possible to find a perfect girl?
Yes.
Perfect for you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell me about
it.
What's your perfect girl?
I don't think they start off perfect.
That's a good point.
But, you know, compromise, work on this. You adjust, and you know, eventually, it'll eventually, with both people, you know, sacrificing and compromising, it can be perfect.
Okay.
But it won't start perfect.
Okay, so she can work to become perfect.
Right.
How close to perfection are you willing to be before you're ready to make her that one?
How close to perfection?
Yes. How close to that perfect? Because I don't think anybody's perfect. But how close?
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
How close to perfection in your eyes to what's perfect for you? How close to perfection do you think she has to be for you to choose her?
Not really close to that at all.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
If she's that close, she's already taken. So, you know, they say started from the bottom, now we're here.
Right.
So you start from the bottom, and then, you know, because, you know, be real about it. If she's close to perfect, somebody already done.
Somebody already prepared her for you?
Somebody already got her. She's there already.
Like she's for someone else?
Right.
That's not true. So you think every girl that's close to perfect is taken already?
I wouldn't know. I don't know if they're perfect. I don't know.
Got her.
Perfect for this person may not be perfect for that person.
Absolutely. That's why we don't yum.
Yes, we're not yum yuckers.
We are not
but
yum yuckers.
Yum.
Oh my God. We are definitely not yum yuckers. And again, I think I said thanks to Kairos for that. Kairos has been a driving force for me, and that yum yucking shit came from him. We had a gathering here like we used to. We used to have the mingles all the time, and he just made that very clear. What makes what I eat don't make you shit. So pretty much whatever I like, you don't have to like it. You don't have to yuck it either. What I do, what I prefer sexually should have nothing to do with you, especially when I'm not having sex. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Tanya said, am I perfect?
Tanya said.
So are you perfect?
Skeeter, are you perfect?
I am, no. Because, you know, claiming perfect has a lot of expectations that come along with that. And they'll hold you to that. I will be perfect for whoever I end up with. Because I will adjust.
I agree.
I'll make those adjustments, you know.
Like, I know you well enough to know that you would definitely make those adjustments. Like, I know you well enough to know, like, I admire the fact that you're saying you're not perfect because you're Ski Bear. I was definitely waiting for you to say you are perfect.
What do you mean? Really?
But I appreciate you saying that you're not perfect, because there's so many people who would, stand on the fact that they are perfect. So I appreciate that.
In their own selfish way.
In their own selfish way. However, I still appreciate the fact that you were able to admit that you're not perfect. No one's perfect.
No, that's true.
Yes.
Flaws everywhere.
Yes,
Everybody has
flaws.
A
lot of flaws.
But it's flaws that we don't know about. Right. See, Chastity Conway and Shirley, Rhonda, those two. That little clique, y'all three. I can't say the only problem I have with y'all is that I didn't get to go to Dallas.
Oh my God!
Dallas, I could have did anything.
So we will definitely plan a trip.
Pillow fluffer,
We had
high heel sharpener. Make the point on the stilettos, right? So they click clack when you walk. I could have did anything like that.
We had all of that covered.
They didn't.
Yes, they didn't do it right.
No.
They did it perfectly well.
The one that you had there, though,
the butler was.
The butler was the man.
The butler was.
But he couldn't do everything.
He could not do everything.
Right.
Yes,
so you really needed me.
Almost everything.
I would have done bedtime stories, all of that.
No.
I would have done all of that. I do like.
I don't even think we needed bedtime stories. I think we were just passing out every night.
Right.
But it was an amazing time. Again, it won't matter because what we're doing, like I mentioned in the first video, we will be renting this Airbnb and taking this chats overnight or weekend. We'll be a weekend in Atlanta, and then we'll flip the script and go to California. And then we'll come to Texas for sure.
Y'all have to show up. I think
we're going to show up. It's too easy not to show up. And at this point, everyone wants to travel because of COVID. We've been stuck in. Y'all know my crew and I, we go everywhere. We have been limited this year on the vacation time. So We're ready to make up. And if everyone's playing it safe, we all have been tested. We all are negative. I don't see a reason why we can't be together. Just for the sake of celebrating each other and loving on each other.
Tanya, and let me shout out Tanya. Tanya is real. You meet people. I meet a lot of people.
Didn't I tell you Tanya was one of the real ones?
Tanya is real.
Did I not say
Tanya
that?
Is honest. She is my Shira.
I said that to him when we were talking about. I was about to. When you cough right now, people look at you scary. So I was just trying to control my cough. But yes, one of the things when Ski and I talk, for those of y'all who don't know, Kevin Skeeter's friend is my best friend. Katie and I have been friends for about 30 years. We're all pissed at him tonight, so if he's watching, I'm mad at you.
Nah, look at my eye. Roll him.
Look at mine. Roll him. I'm pissed at him because he hurt my feelings. He yelled at me and he cursed at me, all because he was in a mood. So like I was saying, Katie and I have been best friends for about 30 years. On top of that, Ski and I have become really good friends, and we've been rolling with the chats thing, but we sit down and talk about this type of shit all of the time. We literally do talk about shit. And we'll talk about the women in the group. And one of the women he asked me about was Tanya. And my exact words was the same thing he said. She's been real from the start, from way back then. Who you see is who you get. She is one of those rare jewels where she's not changing up on you. She's going to be there. She and I had a conversation very early on with one of the groups because somebody was coming at her with some bull crap and going to her family members with bull crap about things she was saying in a group. And we had to cut that shit short very quickly. And I appreciate her coming to me about it. So again, she is one of those that I would always give props to. So Tanya, thank you. Thank you for always supporting me. Thank you for supporting Ski and I together. We appreciate this. So I thought it was necessary that we give you that shout out.
Exactly.
You're right. We should do that.
We're gonna waste more money. $25.
$25. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post on Facebook that we're giving another giveaway. Oh, wait, we didn't give the lip gloss giveaway. Who won the lip gloss? Was it Keisha? Freeman? Let me go look to see. We have We gave a whole lip gloss packet away. We had to choose a thing from a number from 1 to 100. We gave a lip gloss away. It was in the other video.
Oh, somebody picked 73.
No, that was for the $25 gift card, 74. But that was 1 to 100. We still have the lip gloss for Dripping Wet by J'adore. The gift certificate.
Oh,
right. So yes, we will give. Let me post. I'm gonna post that we're giving away another drawing to kind of get everyone back on. So let them know that we're back here. Extreme. All right.
You just keep on
what are you gonna ask, Ski? Do you have any questions? Do you have any concerns?
I'm jamming right now. I'm in concert right quick.
Because the ladies were asking for you to sing. Are you singing?
Is this good news? Just keep on giving me. I thought you were giving away.
So we are giving away another $25. What are we going to give away?
Yes.
What are we doing for $25? How about let's let the viewers ask us a question. Let's go best question. $25 for the best question. Whichever question gets the most action on the response, you will win $25. So y'all go ahead on and post a few questions and let us answer. Ask questions about us. Skeet, I always tell you all of the time how much I appreciate you and the things that I enjoy you doing in a group. What attracted you to chats? What made you come over there to that side of the world?
Well, it all started one summer day, and
Ski, the people want to know.
Listen, I've always been a chat nerd. I wasn't as active as I was, and so I watched it from where it was, and then Facebook started with all of their drama, and it kind of became watered down. So it was my job, I felt, to come back in and make it great again. That was my whole thing. I wanted it to get back and be that attraction from where it started in the beginning, because I watched it.
I can definitely say again, you were able to pick the ball up right around the time I lost my little brother, and that part, I'm forever, ever. I'm forever indebted to you. I'm forever grateful for you for doing that.
And I said, I got you.
You did.
Don't worry about it.
You did. You definitely did, and I appreciate you that. Literally, that was probably, again, the hardest part for me. There were plenty of times where when it came to chats, I didn't want anything. The only thing I wanted was my brother back. And with people like Rhonda, Trina, Tasha, Chaz, in my ear saying, get the hell up, let's get this going. I had no choice but to jump back up and continue this. So I appreciate you for doing that, because you definitely did. You did that very well, getting people involved. So I appreciate that. So let's see, do we have any questions yet? We don't have any questions. So $25 for whomever can ask the best question for us to keep on. But in the meantime, I'll just keep on then. I'll keep on with the questions. Let me say this. Does the size of a wallet, is the size of a wallet more important than the size of the D, ladies? I would say I want them to go hand in hand. I want his wallet to be as big as his D.
Oh, you want Mr. Right?
I do want Mr.
You want
Right.
Mr. Too Damn Good.
I definitely would appreciate Mr. Too Damn Good. Like, I like a big wallet and a big D. So not too big.
There's not too many of us out there like that.
Really?
It's
I know there are, but they're out there. They're out there. Oh, Chaz, spit or swallow? I love that question. I'm a true Southern belle. You've heard. Definitely a true Southern lady. Spitting is just something we're taught not to do. So
Really?
that's completely off limits for us. My answer would be swallow. Absolutely. You don't
Chaz, what's your answer?
spit. Chaz, what's your answer?
Yeah.
Oh, Chaz might win this $25. This is a really good one. Cammy says size of the brain. Go ahead, can you read it to me because I can't see that far.
The size of the brain, what he desires in life, where his head is, because we can build together. Okay.
No, cousin.
Hold on.
I want a big wallet to go with his big D. I need together. It's good when they have it together. Because having a big D and a small wallet or no wallet at all.
That's not what she said.
I'm just saying for me.
She said
or having
brain.
a big wallet and no D.
She said the brain, a big brain.
The brain has nothing to do with you.
She said, listen to the
I understand.
She said, not the size. No. She said, no. The size of his brain. What he desires in life. Where his head is, because we can build together. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something about that. Well, I got you right here on this damn program.
Tell us. Chaz says, I swallow a bit, then move around and kiss. I love it, Chaz. I love it, sis. Oh, we retracted it. She's going to be typing. No worries. What'd you say?
Okay, so, Kiana, brain, he may have the size of his brain, may be big, and you may build together and all of that. But if he is not putting it down right, or his wallet is not right, you're going to use him for his brain, but you're going somewhere else.
If his wallet ain't right and he ain't putting it down right,
nah.
We're both like,
that's not going to work.
Absolutely not. So Chaz says, I swallow just a small quantity, then move around and kiss him. Okay? And then, I like that, Chaz. And then...
You like it? So that means she's not finishing the job. She's not finishing the job.
And then Keisha says...
You want to type that waste sodas at the family reunion. Every time you get to the family reunion, you get to the table, it's time to clean the table. They got a bunch of half cans of soda on the table that the kids done left out there. They all want sodas, but they don't drink all the sodas. See, Taz, that's what you do.
Keisha says... Would you tell your partner would you tell your partner if you're not enjoying sex? Absolutely, friend. You definitely have to, what?
During?
You definitely have to tell your partner you're not enjoying it because sex should be pleasurable for both.
Come on now.
Remember in the first video, I talked about how women were just expected to be pillow princesses. We just lay there and not be satisfied. That shit has changed. Absolutely. If he is not pleasing you, it's your responsibility to tell him that he's not and then teach him what to do to make sure he is. Tanya has a question. This question is for the both of y'all.
Are you two as sexual as y'all post and comment in your chats group, or do you guys say what y'all say to keep the group going?
Tanya, I can definitely say I stand and believe on with every single thing I say. Look, I wish I can have sex all day, every day, but the way my schedule is set up, it's not that way. However, sex is important. Sex is a very important part of life. I truly believe as open as I speak in the group is every single ounce in me. I believe every single thing. So if it's coming out of my mouth,
I meant it.
Straight up.
Try me.
What he said. If I said it, oh God, we talked about me keeping his clothes on him tonight. We don't want to strip yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Friend, thank you. I did say I would do my best to keep his clothes on, ladies. I know y'all are waiting for this. Chaz says, I finished the job. I just don't need to finish with it all in my mouth, because I have other ways of finishing it. I love it, Chaz.
When you're drinking at a bar and they say bottoms up, that means you're going to drink all of that that's in there.
Now,
they toast and they say bottoms up, and they don't take a sip. bottoms up, a sip, and then put it down. Work like that. Work like that.
Skeet, you'll be next to answer Tanya's question about are you so open with it. Guan, my cousin Guan says, how often should people have 69? Honestly, I hate 69. I think it's silly. What? I can't concentrate.
What number do you like?
I want just you do me, I do you. I can't concentrate if let me just tell you, fellas, I'm sure most of you have experienced this. If you're in a position of 69 and you're doing all of this grand shit to your girl and she can still suck on you, I promise you're not doing all this grand shit. Because if you're doing all of that to your girl, she ain't doing shit but have it sitting in her mouth like a thermometer. I'm sorry. It's
that
just in
true.
your.
That is true.
So
no
why are we
motion.
doing it? I can't concentrate. I need to be able to please you, and I need to be focused, making sure I receive all of the pleasures you're giving to me. Besides that, we're not doing 69.
Who goes first then if you separate?
I don't care who goes first. We're both going to do it to finish. We just can't do that. I can't. It's just sitting in my mouth. Why am I going to do that? All right. So, Skeeter, we're still waiting for your answer on are you as sexual as you talk about, or are you just that way?
I'm all action. If I said it, I meant it.
There you have
It's not just talk.
Okay.
Like James Brown once said, try me. Try me. Darling, tell me.
So clearly we're not going to get that answer he just said.
I need you.
All of what he's saying now. So
I think it is. But there are a lot of people in the group that just talk. And,
there are a lot of people in the group that don't even talk. They're just hiding out in that.
And I mean, that's
We're
okay.
Yeah.
With that,
okay
silent members, I try to weed them out.
You do. You do a very good job pulling them out. You and Nonsense did a really good job with his hot seat topics, where he was just finding people to pull out. Thank you for that, sir. I appreciate that. But yeah, you do a good job with finding them and pulling them to the surface.
Yeah, because
interact.
I don't know. The lurkers, we need full participation. That's what we need with this to really make it work. Because we're coming back. I think we're not. We're coming back.
Yeah. So there's questions. So how often should he go down on her? And how often you should do it, Juan? Is that what you're asking? So if that's what you're asking, hey, I'm a fan of sex, so do it all day, every day. I don't give a fuck. Just please your other. Whoever that other is, make sure that person is pleased. There shouldn't be limits. We shouldn't have a count on how many times you're supposed to do something and how many times you're not supposed to. Whatever floats your boat. If you know me, I will definitely say any chance you get, try to get that shit in. The backyard, the kitchen, the car, wherever you need to. Just
stove when it's on.
Just do it, whatever, however you need to do it.
Wash it.
I see Chaz is asking a question. Who do you think of when you're pleasuring yourself? Good question, Chaz.
Girl, don't you say me. Don't you say me.
No, I'm not saying names.
Don't you say me, Chaz. Don't Chaz. Don't you say me, girl. We talked about this. Don't do it.
Chaz, a mess. I don't know. You and
blush.
Rhonda definitely have done something to him with your career-driven attitudes and your business-like minds. He is so attracted to that shit. That's all I hear about on how amazing you and Rhonda are. So I can't wait until he finally meets you guys in person. It'll be amazing.
Okay.
Juan said that's what I'm talking about, cuz. Thank you, friend. I love you.
Chaz, you have to answer that question yourself.
Chaz, Skeeter, you didn't answer. Who do you think of when you're pleasing yourself?
I don't have to please myself.
Fancy.
Yeah,
fancy. Unfortunately, we are all not fortunate to not ever have to please ourselves. There are times where I just don't want to be bothered, and it's just okay for me to please myself.
Right. Women do that a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because we don't want to deal with that bullshit.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I will say that Chaz, I did use a couple bottles of lotion.
I've heard all of these things already, so trust me.
Jergens.
It is a mess.
One time it was baby powder, baby lotion. Ain't nothing like that baby lotion.
A mess.
You know what I'm talking about? The pink newborn baby lotion. Yeah, it was.
Oh, it smells nice. So really,
yeah.
So you get to please yourself and have a nice smelling.
See what I'm saying?
Nice. Okay.
Tanya.
Okay. I see some things are happening out there. Do we have any questions? So, which was a great question.
How do you get shower gel?
Shower gel?
Yeah, that's Tanya.
Okay. She wins shower gel?
No, I'll use shower gel.
Oh, you use shower gel. Okay, so you use the pink baby lotion thinking about Chaz. You use shower gel thinking about Tanya.
Right.
Lucky ladies, nice. Fantastic. Okay, so who did you think had the best question out of that group? Do we have any other questions?
That was some.
Did we have? Name me some, because I can't really see some.
I mean, we went through all of them,
okay.
But Tanya had the one else for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
Chaz
came with 2 questions.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Keisha came with one, I think.
She did.
One. Okay. So who's winning?
Oh, Guam had the. How often should people? I think Guam had that one. The best on that one. Who responded the most to that one?
The 69. Okay. Guam. Good job, Guan.
Send the cash out.
Guan, send your cash out. We kind of like yours on the 69 question that kind of got a little bit. Send your cash out to Ski or me. No, send it to Ski.
Post to the group.
Don't send to me. Send to Ski. Send to him.
Send it to the group.
I'm gonna send him 25.
Got you.
Okay, so we got that one. Tremel says you got to make sure the lotion has lanolin in it.
Ooh.
Good, nice.
So did it.
So y'all know the last time we were here, we were talking about, because he just mentioned shower gel. We're talking about cleanliness. And we got in trouble for saying shit like titty paste. Because they were telling me, the fellas were telling me, that there's a thing called titty paste. I'm sure you all remember the titty paste. There's a thing called titty paste that it's some kind of paste that women get under their boobs. I knew nothing about it, and I'm a big booby lady. So they were filling me in on that, and somehow we landed on salted nuts. So what we knew is we don't like titty paste and we don't like salted nuts. We just understood that. One of the issues I get into all the time, one of the arguments I have with the fellas is, before we do anything, I'm always, wait, I gotta go take a bath. And I think that's probably the issue, because these fuckers talk about shit like titty paste.
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing. So just to think, the thought of having a man say he's found titty paste,
but listen,
that would kill.
I did have somebody who said, well, my titty's not even big enough to have titty paste under it.
True story. True story. What'd you say?
She still could have a sour nipple.
Because her boobies are like lemons. They're
right.
Little lemons. So she may have not had the paste. She was definitely on a sour nipple. So same thing. I would never have a man saying that about me. So my habit is I will take a bath often, and the guys talk about me all of the time when it comes to that. I don't really care, but that's a big issue that we have. Titty paste. And
she said, not. Chaz said, what?
Oh, Chaz, you weren't on that conversation in the live video. Okay, so in that conversation, we discussed women with a larger boob get some kind of residue under their boobie. And I'm like, I have never heard of such a thing. Like, I'm a big boob girl. And they're telling me it's like this cakey, like all the fellas were like, yes, Chaz, it's real. So I had no clue about that shit. Literally, there's something that they call titty paste. That titty paste is definitely real.
If you rub your hand under there and you separate your fingers like this, it's going to be a string.
Oh, it's stringy? It's slimy?
It is.
I thought it was. I thought it was pasty.
That's over time.
So fresh titty paste is slime?
Yes, it is. It cakes. Once a lint gets in it under there too, then that's when it becomes more stiff, more solid as a paste. But it starts out as.
You guys, I was sticky. Appalled to learn that these guys were telling me something. Like, again, I'm the girl in the crew, so I hear all kinds of shit. And they were telling me that there's a thing called titty paste, and it's some kind of accumulation that women get. And for me, I don't understand it because, again, I'm a big booby girl, and I'm all up in here all of the time, and there's never any paste. It always smells amazing. I don't understand why, how? Instead, just wash it. Like, I think it would be easier to just wash it.
It's the movement. It's not about whether you wash or not. It's the movement.
Tremel says the shit stinks too.
Right. Wherever titty meets skin, that's some. That is raw under there. I'm telling you, it's mashed potatoes.
That is not nice, Trey. Let me tell you, and because of that, they'll attest. I'm in the bathtub at least minimal 2 times. On a Saturday, 3-4 times. It just depends. But
it's that
is
baby
nasty.
powder.
So Tiffany is asking, how long should a woman ride dick? Meaning, how long should she be on top? Girl, thighs be hurting. Your thighs be hurting, these hips, especially when they want you to do this porn star style dick riding. Nobody has time for that. Look, because mainly, let's be honest, the reason why a woman is on top is for our pleasure. It's not for y'all.
Women have a 13 pump on top.
Yes, we should have a 7 pump on top schedule and be done with that. We only need to be on top for our own orgasm. It's the best clitorius orgasm to have. So all that other shit that y'all be trying to make us do, you already got time for that shit.
See, y'all not cooperative.
No. How about you find Jenna the porn star and then you go from there? Because look, let's just get this nut and go to bed. We all tired.
That's after years and years you have that attitude. Trying to do something tonight, I guess so.
Yes.
But starting off fresh,
Trey, it's still nasty. Tiff, Tanya says 2.5 minutes tops. That's it.
2.5
minutes. Yep.
See, that's why I say Tanya's so real, man.
Chaz, I know you don't have any taste, so you don't need to ask it. Oh, you asking if he's ever heard of it. Nobody ever heard of that shit. I'm a big girl, so I can't go long at all. Me too, sis. My hips be hurting. My legs.
From sweat and smotheration.
With all of that chemotherapy bullshit I had, I started having cramps and shit. I'll pass. I'll just pass on it. Look, let me just get on. Let me get me, and then you do whatever you want after that. It's kind of my attitude.
The knees and the thighs.
When it comes to it, here, it's all yours. After I jump off, let me just hop on real quick. Let me get it, and then take the rest. Do whatever you want. I'm good. I'm good with the rest.
Let's get this nut and go to bed. Man, that sounds like
Trey. That's what I'm saying. Knees and thighs are old. These are 45-year-old knees. I'm tired. Like, no, I just want to get on my knees on top of you. Let me get it. I'm gonna roll over wherever you want it. You can take it. We're good from there. We don't care.
Damn.
What? That's wrong?
Hell yeah.
What do you want me to do? Like, why? Why am I wrong? What am I supposed to do? Like, be on top of you until you do it?
That's the way it goes.
No, men, it takes a special, some men takes forever to have this shit happen. And no, let me just tell you,
Okay.
I'm gonna catch my cramp, roll me over, do whatever you need to do after that.
Okay, so how long do you women expect a man to last?
Until I get mine. What? Wrong answer.
Tanya said 2.5 minutes.
If he can give me mine.
I mean, keep it real,
Tanya,
you know. Fucking ain't nothing but 50 pumps.
If he can give me, no, we're not fucking. You're trying to give me an orgasm. If he can give me mine in 2.5 minutes, we can go to sleep in 3. No problems. But you should not be going to sleep, gentlemen, if your woman has not had an orgasm.
Yeah, but y'all fake. Y'all don't. No. Y'all disguise.
Not
y'all want more. It's, you know.
No, we don't want more. If you give us an orgasm, don't touch my. Everything is sensitive. My skin. You touch my arms, I'm all in chill. Just don't touch me for a moment.
But
I don't
this
want
is what I'm
anymore.
saying.
I want to go to sleep.
Women will say, no, not yet, no, not yet. But yet and still, they already have.
Oh, you
but
said
they just
but
want.
You should,
they
if you
just
know
want,
your woman, then you know when she
not
has.
about knowing my woman. I know damn well neither one of us pissed in this bed, and this bed is all wet. So somebody done did something right here.
Right. So I don't see the problem. You're doing a great job, sir.
So, but all that no, not yet.
No, not yet,
bullshit.
Negro. Hold
That's
on.
bullshit.
Let me do this a little bit more.
Bullshit.
I like the fun. I want to wet your bed more.
Yeah.
So you just hold on.
Scratched off my back up.
You have a better chance at controlling
gun in my ass and all
you
that.
have what? You're thinking of? Let's talk about it. Let's chat about that. Did you say tongue or thumb? I didn't understand that part. Thumb or tongue. So either way, gentlemen, let's talk about anal play. I know there are a lot of men that's like, look, girl, do not even think about. But there are so many men who are embracing the thought of anal play. And for us, the conversation has always been, that's gay. When you think about it, any woman who is into anal sex, when you think about how great that feels, and you understand that we have the same nerve endings that men do, then you'll understand why some men don't mind if you're touching their area. Some men don't even mind inserting into the anal regions. For me, it's very difficult, especially with Black men. I don't know why.
You know why?
Why?
You know why. So,
what is your take on anal play?
For the woman?
For you?
Shit, no. Ain't nobody trying to do that. Oh, hell no. Nothing comes close to that.
Did you just say
I don't even wipe my ass that good for that reason.
Did you just say tongue? Did you just say tongue or thumb near your ass?
I said
tongue or thumb. You said she be trying to touch her tongue or thumb in your ass.
I said thumb. I said scratch it. That's how I know. You know, she be coming because she be scratching and all that, trying to put her thumb in my ass.
Trying to put her thumb in my ass. So that means, bitch, don't put your thumb in my ass.
Right.
So, okay, fellas, how many of you don't mind just sticking your thumb in her ass? Like y'all do it all the time. Right?
See, Chaz, keep it 100.
Chaz, what are you saying? Tell me.
She said she'll be mad about 2 minutes. See, she keeping it real.
Chaz, if I get mine in 2 minutes, I'm going to sleep, sis. It's an early night for
She
both
need
of
a
us.
good 15 minutes.
Okay.
Of foreplay and 15 minutes of in session and 5 minutes of I'm spending the night, I guess. Must be all that. Spending the night for all that. Shit. That done carried over till the morning. No. You know?
Terrible.
As we lay. As we lay.
I like that song.
We forgot about tomorrow as we lay.
I love it. So, literally, we have been having all these different conversations, and I'm enjoying this Q&A that you guys are giving us. We appreciate that part.
Tanya says she still have walls. She never did it, and she's never doing it. She still have walls. Her ass is exit only.
I love it. I love it.
I thought she was free. But...
okay. You can't look at someone and determine if they are or not. Hey, my case just fucked it. You can't come in. Let me ask this. So since we're all talking about, you always say how dangerous I am and all of this, do you think the traditional way of dating has changed over the years? And why?
Lord have mercy, has it.
Why is that though? Why? Why is that?
Because men are the bitches. That's what they act like.
Men act like bitches?
Yeah.
Really?
It's reversed.
Okay.
It's reversed now. This is what happened.
Tell me.
For so many years.
Yeah.
A woman's job was to stay at home and have babies and cook and do all that stuff.
Yeah.
While Papa was a rolling stone.
Right.
Every family, if you are 50 or older, you have a brother or sister that you don't even know about. That's just what it is. Because, and then the thing about it, they kept secrets back then.
Right.
Because,
they did.
You have a brother or sister. But you don't really know, but you know. Everybody else knows, but it's not being confirmed.
Right, and it didn't even matter because Grandpa was making enough money to take care of his family plus his family across the street.
Right. Or he was out there killing the food.
Regardless of what he was doing.
Regardless
of what he was doing, he was definitely out there while he was letting Grandma stay at home taking care of the kids. He was also playing across the street. But back then, Grandpa didn't mind going to work, coming home, handing his check off after he dropped off for his other kids, handing his check off to his wife to take care of the family. And like you said, things have changed.
Right.
Men became the women in the group.
Well, it started from that.
Okay.
And then as years went on, it started to be where a new generation came and they wanted to mimic what the older, the grandpas did.
Okay.
But they couldn't do it right.
Okay.
Because how many times have you heard of your great grandpa getting caught cheating?
You didn't.
You didn't.
You didn't.
So when the new generation came and they wanted to mimic that, they would get caught.
Do you think social media has played a part in
that? This was even before social media.
Okay.
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 Your woman done found that letter.
Okay.
That smelled like the perfume.
Yes.
Had the lipstick, you kiss on it.
Yeah.
You done found that letter.
Okay.
So you would get caught in that. So over time, then men became dogs. That was a stereotype on men. Men are dogs, men are dogs. And then with women, years and years go by and they're like, well, we don't have to take this any longer. We're going to dog them before we get dogged because they are dogs.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to dog them.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was women started dogging, and a man is not equipped to take a heartbreak.
No, y'all are not.
Let me keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? We're going to cry. We're going to, baby, you know what I'm saying?
But y'all are very equipped to breaking hearts.
Yeah, we'll a man will break a heart, but to get his broken, he cannot take that, bro. Sure, 3 a.m, I want to see my kid. 3 a.m, those are kids sleep. I'm gonna get up. What the hell you doing knocking around here at 3 a.m. for? Can't handle that heartbreak like that.
Right.
And so that's what happens. Now women saw that, so now women are like, you know what? Before it happens, we're going into it with this mentality of, like, fuck you. If you don't, roll with this or get rolled over.
Right.
We're rolling.
Right.
So that's how the change, and that's why it's so hard now because The roles are reversed.
The roles are reversed. Well, so from a woman's perspective, you're absolutely right. The roles are reversed. I've been raised. I got a daddy. Let me just tell you right, my daddy. Y'all already know I got a daddy. My little sister Tiff don't say that ain't your daddy, but she knows that is my daddy. Good night, sis. I love you. I see she's saying good night, Tiffany. My little sister Tiff. So I got a daddy. I'm definitely not going through that bullshit. I know how a man is supposed to treat a woman. I know how I'm supposed to be treated. And all of a sudden, when you're dating today, you're like, what the hell? I'm sitting at the table. I don't know if I'm supposed to pull out my card or if he's supposed to pull out his, because those rules have changed. Men don't pay for dates like they used to. They don't do the same thing like they used to. No worries. Our studio audience dropped a glass because we're all drinking, but it's okay. We're gonna just refresh that drink.
Yeah. Nobody got hit over the head.
Right? It was no big deal. We drop wine glasses all the time.
Right.
That's what happens in the excitement. That's what happens. So we're just gonna refresh her drink, and we'll get the production team on to get the lady a new drink.
No more for you.
Can I get some ice also? You don't want any more? You're done? Okay, all right. So she's done. She doesn't want any more. I love your Chucks. I'm a Chuck wearer. Those are super cute. In the meantime,
in between
back to what I was saying, there were plenty of times where, you know, he may or may not open the door for me. He may or may not pay for the date. So I'm very quick, because y'all know me and my smart ass mouth. Look, sir, do you need me to pay for you and me? Or do we just need to split this bitch down the middle? I'm okay with either way, thanks. I'm okay with either way. And men don't like that. They don't like that shit. And but what are we supposed to do? Like, if you're not gonna pay for it, you don't want me to call it out. And it's definitely an insult if I offer to pay for yours. And I do that shit on purpose, because why not? Why not? I think maybe Michaela can get a towel or something. Yeah, no worries. I think there's some in the back. I don't know about either Michaela's bathroom or mine. So we're just cleaning up our drinks. No worries. Tip, did you say something? Oh, I thought she was gonna say something about my daddy. But anyway, thank you. I appreciate it. Production team, you guys are working hard.
That's how Titty Face starts.
I literally just spilled my drink everywhere. Can I have one of those towels also? Just because my face is covered in pineapple margarita, this is fun. But nonetheless,
if it reached down,
it is. It's dripping through.
That's the start of Titty Face.
I don't want titty paste. I like my boobies clean. I don't want titty paste at all. Now, let me ask this. Do you think that there's a certain age appropriateness when it comes to dating?
Specify.
Like, should you be dating someone with a certain amount of, with a certain amount of age difference? Like, should there be a limit on it, on dating?
Ooh.
Like, on the difference in age?
Anna Nicole. I don't know. That's tricky. Okay. It's a mentality thing.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
Because you do have some young women that are mature enough, you know,
to handle an older guy.
So you have a young, you know.
Yes, I agree.
An old teenager.
I agree. You
have a sort of teenager.
Trust me. I know. That's a no for me. I'm not paying for a date. If you ask me out, you can pay for a plate of food for me. Man, I'm gonna keep my ass at the crib. Chaz, trust me, I understand that. That's my point. Like, we've literally gotten to a point where you don't know what roles to play in a date. Like, the dating scene is horrible. It's been a horrible experience. That's why I'm not in that shit. When you think about how you're literally sitting across and then the ticket comes and he's looking at you and you're looking at him, I'm like, oh, we're just gonna sit here all night long? Fine, I'll just pay for myself. Just because. Just because. I tried, but it went everywhere. I'm impatient?
Yes.
Why?
You said if the ticket comes and he's just sitting there.
If he's just sitting there looking at me, I'm looking at him, our conversation is dead, it's time to go. Finally, I'm like, fuck it, I'll pay for myself. Sir, do you need me to pay for yourself too? I tried. It went everywhere though. But we'll pull it together. I'm definitely going to take a shower after this show because I don't want titty paste. I heard that's where it starts. We want no parts of that shit. Our studio audience, we good? Need something to drink? Water or something? You good? A different kind of drink? We have like tequila, vodka, margarita, wine. We got wine too. Sprite. I got water. We got Dr. Pepper. We got juice. Dr. Pepper? All right, bet.
Some of that Mad Dog.
We'll give the audience Dr. Pepper.
Twanky.
Yes, Chaz. It was a mess. Keisha, what are you saying? If they are your kids' age, they are off limits. Now, that's my rule. Michaela is 28. Michaela will be 29. So anybody in their 20s, completely off. The youngest I've ever dated was 10 years younger than me. But if you're in the same age bracket as my child, so Michaela in her 30s, anybody in their 30s are completely off limits to me. Michaela is now in her 20s. So anybody from 20 to fucking 30 is completely off limits for me. I don't have time for that.
Right.
I don't. No, we're not going to do that. I think that's the limit. But again, I've seen some successful relationships where there's been older gentlemen with younger women.
That's a controlling technique.
You think it's control?
Yeah.
Why do you say that? You don't think it's just...
No, if a man,
I've seen some
15 years plus older.
You don't think they just have some things in common? I've seen some women run the hell out of those 15 years older men. No, it's a control.
It's a controlling thing.
Well, I think it's possible. I don't know what we can talk about.
It's a controlling thing, but it could be either way.
Okay.
I'm not saying that it's a controlling thing for the man to control her.
Right.
Which he goes into it like that.
Okay.
She's a young girl, I'm gonna control her, I'm gonna make her like a robot, and she's gonna do. And then what happens is he goes in and she put that Babyface second album on him, that whip appeal. Then all of a sudden, she's controlling him.
Okay.
So it's a control thing.
Which is
a
mess.
You know where I went with it?
Yes. So with that being said, I think the elder. Oh, that's nice. That's kind of like the other night whenever I was still finding glass from an episode in my bathroom that did not involve me, but had glass everywhere. I'm still finding glass from the persons who spent time in my bathroom and dropped a wine bottle, wine glass.
What the hell was going on in
there?
There was a meeting in the ladies' room.
There was a meeting in my bathroom.
I'll be back real soon.
Yes, I had nothing to do. It did not involve me, but that's reminded me. Camby says she and her husband has 10 years. He's 10 years older. Tanya, the margaritas, you can get it from Tobacco Plus. I think they have the 1800 pineapple margarita. We just went up to Specs and got some.
I got you, girl.
Yes,
I got you.
Specs have them right here. But yeah, so for sure with age, I'm not playing with it. If Michaela is in her 20s, everybody else in their 20s is completely off limits. So what about interracial? What do you think about interracial dating?
Interracial, my 3 daughters.
Interracial?
Yes.
Okay.
I have 4 daughters, but 3 of them are.
Okay.
Nothing, there's nothing wrong with that. That's just, it's a people thing. It's a
Okay.
person thing.
Whatever they like.
whatever their young is.
Yeah.
You know.
I agree. Kason, I have a mixed grandson. I raised Michaela to love whomever you love. Color does not matter. I, for one, has never dated outside of my race. I've only dated Black men, and I was married to a Black man. That's all I've dated. However, I have friends who don't have a problem with dating outside of their race. I have a daughter who's done it. She didn't have a problem. So there are a few things when it comes to interracial dating I don't have a problem with. I appreciate it. For those who love the diversity and want to try it, I'm all for it. I think you should embrace that part.
Right.
Right.
Like I said, it's a people thing.
Right. So I have a question and interactions from the viewers. We are greatly appreciated. Scenario: you just caught your best friend's spouse cheating. What do you do?
Stay out of their business. Stay out of it. Listen,
your best friend.
Listen.
Okay,
listen.
talk to me.
This is the rule.
Mm-hmm. Talk to me.
You stay out of it. You mind your business.
Okay.
You may give a little hint, like, hey man, I think you need to, kind of watch. I heard some things or something like that.
Okay.
But you stay out of it, because let me tell you what happens in a situation like that.
Tell us.
You run to your best friend and you spill all the beans.
Okay.
First thing she's gonna do, she's gonna ask him.
Okay.
Or he's gonna ask her, say if it's me, and I go to my partner, hey man, such and such, yada 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 yada. He's gonna charge her up. Okay? Now what happens is now she can't stand you. You are out of there. They're gonna reconcile. And now you and her have beef.
Right.
That's how that works.
I think for my clique, my group of friends, if y'all know us, y'all know how. You
cannot compare your group to anybody because this is a different type of breed.
Because I'm definitely like, shit, we don't have any cares on if you like me after tomorrow or not, but I'm going to tell you. I think because we're so closely knit, our spouses and significant others become like a brother in our circles. So if you're dating someone, that someone is already just ours. We're going to share him. He's going to be part of our lives. We're going to involve him in everything. So you're right. If we're somewhere and we see him cheating, yeah, I'm telling her.
Right.
Fucking right. I'm going to tell him first. I'm going to go tell him first, and then I'm going to go tell her. He's going to know. We have a situation right now. If you're in a clique, then you know for sure the one person we call on is Rhonda to have these hard-ass conversations, because Rhonda has the ability to be able to give you the slapping that you need, but so soft and gentle. And then once she gets rough with you, you know she's serious. So yeah, we pass that shit on. I hurry up and call Rhonda, send her a quick text, conference called. All of us are on the phone, on a video chat. Let's talk about this shit, and then we're gonna plot on how we're gonna fix it. That's our biggest thing, because we will fix it. We will fix it. Yes, Keisha, I saw you said Super One has them for Tanya. Good job. You can get a ski. Someone says they agree with you. So I'm like, okay. What are you agreeing with him on, Keisha? Which part? What did you say for people to agree?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
What question was it?
I have a question. Should the man pay the majority of the bills in the relationship?
No. This is like, it's 50-50.
Okay.
If y'all listen, this is the thing.
Tell me. Let's talk about that.
If y'all got what y'all have, together, if you accomplish what you have together, you accumulated what you have together, it should be 50-50. That's how you went in.
Okay.
Now, if he has his own, and you move in with him,
Okay.
he has no right to ask you, hey, you want to start paying because, you already doing it, But she can
Okay.
help out if she wants to,
Okay.
But
Okay.
no, he shouldn't have to pay the majority unless he is already established already with what he
And
has.
so my thing is this: if I'm paying 50% of everything, you can't expect me to be 100% submissive. I feel that if I am paying one half of everything, then I can't meet you and stand behind you. I have to meet you at an equal where we're rolling together. So those decisions, I'm somebody that's very quick to be passive. I'm more submissive. When it comes to things like that, I'm perfectly fine with my gentleman taking over on that. But if I'm paying 50% of everything, no, it's these hard ass conversations we're having. I'm not just going to jump to your beat because, again, it's 50%. You're giving your 50%. You're not leading me at this point. You're not ahead of me in this aspect. So for me, in order to be able to submit properly, I'm going to need to do less than 50% on bills. And that's just because why? I mean, like you just said, if he's completely established, I'm established. If he's established, then why would, why? What
This
is she saying?
this is the thing.
What is Chad saying? I said it's a long one. Okay, what's the thing?
Oh, okay. Keisha said she agreed with me about telling.
Rhonda, you're right. Money does not equal leadership. I agree with you on that. If I'm walking in handing my entire check off, I can definitely do that. I've done that in 2 different relationships where I walk in and I hand my check off, but that's not me paying 50%. He obviously was making way more money than my money. So I don't have a problem handing off my check and still submitting. But if he and I are head on depositing the exact same amounts, you don't get to just call every shot like that. That's just me and my opinion. Again, I've always walked into the house and handed off my checks because, again, the men I had made more money than me. So I didn't have that problem. However, it's going to be difficult for me to just be like, okay, sure, I'm going to pay 50%, especially today, right now. I'm going to pay 50% of everything and I'm going to listen.
Oh, that
Don't always work that way. It don't always go that way. Sorry. I always say the man for me is bigger, he's bolder in every single aspect of his life than I am. And that works for me because I know I'm a hot ass mess. Like my mouth, you've heard the guys say I'm dangerous. They talk about me all the time because I learned so much shit from them. I know I'm a handful. I'm a hot ass mess. And it takes a certain quality of a man to be able to handle me. If you're not that man, it won't work. It's just how it's been. It's definitely how it's been. Women making more money makes men insecure. That's true, KMB. A lot of men are insecure when their woman makes more money than they do. And part of it is what Rhonda's saying. Money don't equal leadership, but men equate the money to the leadership. He's going to be insecure if he's not making enough money to be able to call those shots like, no, the fuck, you not going. That's what my silly ass gonna need him to be making more money for him to tell me, no, the fuck, you not going. I'm gonna go sit down. But if we're making the same amount and we're depositing the same amount, no, we're gonna have a conversation before I go. I'd rather listen than keep my money. Cheers, Tanya. I'd rather listen and keep my money too, honey. I forever deposited my check.
Gangster.
I walked into the house, handed my check off because I know I spent more money than I made. And nobody complained about it. They just let me do it and still covered everything else. else. So I was grateful in those aspects. I appreciate it. That's definitely my thought. So I agree on that. What about giveaways? I'm gonna give away a $25. We're gonna do a $25 giveaway also. I want to give one to the gentleman. So who we have so far? We have Keisha, and Guan, who is one, right?
Guan didn't send his.
Guan, send your Cash App so that we can send you your $20. Rhonda, we know your husband still don't know what you make, sis.
Yeah.
But my brother is a very special man. There are not many like Don Scott today. So I will go to the end of the earth and say that forever. There are not many who are okay with their women. Somebody's literally texting me a question. Like, what? There's no way. Look at that. I'm sorry.
Hey, I want to know.
You want to know what? How can someone want a date with me?
Right.
I didn't know there was a chance to win a date with Chastity. It's going to cost. I'm telling y'all ahead of time. What? All time. If you're winning a date with me, we got to put up some wagers or something. What I got to do? Just say, okay, let's pick a number from 1 to 10 and go out with me? Absolutely not. No. No, it's going to be a bigger wager if you're trying to win a date with me, sir. Sorry. If you're trying to win a date with me, Mr. who texts my phone, yeah, it's going to be a wager. I don't know, maybe an auction or something. You know, place a bid.
Hey, I got that's going on.
Exactly, it's going to be place a bid because I can't just put myself out there that way.
I hear you.
No. But I'm raffling off a date with Ski. I just need listen, ladies, send me your videos for a nice, amazing date with Ski. I'm trying to help that happen. Ski is paying for hair, he is paying for nails, and he is buying an outfit. He is serving chocolate-covered chicken wings and taking you out on a night. Ladies, send me your
heart-shaped tripe.
I don't eat tripe. But send me your videos, post it to my wall, on my personal wall on Facebook. Post it to my wall. Make sure to upload it on the app, the Chats with Chastity app. But we'll vote from there, and the winner will win a date with Skeeter. We also have 2 other winners. Chaz is sponsoring the $100 winner. Are you still sponsoring?
Right.
Skeeter is also. Hey, y'all trying to break my homie for Valentine's Day, bruh. He's paying for hair, nails, and outfit. $100 for a video. Plus, he's taking one of you lucky ladies out for chocolate-covered chicken wings. And y'all better fucking treat him right because we don't play that.
We don't.
Nonetheless, we will definitely do what it takes to get that done. So you guys send me the videos if you want to win a date and a chance at $100 or $200 total. Post it to my personal pages if we need to. Can he take me? Rhonda, of course, my love, but you have to place a video. You have to submit I want a Valentine's Day video. You can either post it on the Chats app or you can post it on my personal page. And then for your chance to win, because baby, he is paying. And then he said, ladies, you can have Brazilian hair. If you don't have hair, you can have Brazilian hair is what Skeeter has said. So we're all for that as well. But y'all not gonna be doing my homie that way. So we'll see. We'll see. But I need y'all to send me those videos so that we can choose. Chas is gonna choose a winner. So gentlemen, send me your videos. Ski is gonna choose a winner. Ladies, send me your I want a Valentine's date video, and the best one will win. In the meantime, let's give away some cash. What should our next trivia, what should our next cash be? We already have Keisha, and Guan who has won tonight. I'm kind of pulling for some of the gentlemen because I think we always leave them out when it comes to prizes. But we'll do better. What's a good first date? What's a good first date? What do y'all think, viewers? What's a good first date? What's your idea? What the hell are you reading? Oh, he's reading the comments. What's a good first date? Studio audience, y'all want to chime in? Church? Church is a good first date? You really think church is a good first date? Okay, all right. Because we had that discussion. And when that's a very intimate first date. So you got to like him enough to be able to take him to church. Because I don't want to worship with you. I don't want to pray with you if I don't like you. Okay, I like it. I never thought of it as an investment.
Okay. No,
Okay,
hold
okay,
up.
tell me.
Hold up. Wait a
Okay,
minute.
okay.
You got to be careful with that.
With church?
Yes.
Because we started off with you having an issue with the jealousy.
Well, this is the thing. Church folks.
Church folks.
Church folks.
Okay.
See, if you take him to church,
Okay.
and it don't work, you can't bring nobody else after that
To church?
to church because the church folks gonna talk. Oh, didn't he have such and
So
such?
would the church folks be like, "Ooh, isn't he bringing nice girls to the?"
Hell no.
See, I don't
Don't
do
make me
church
go to my
folks,
high
so I
voice.
really-
To develop friendships to begin with.
No, it's just the thing about it. If you take them to church, that's the last. Once they get to the point where they can go to church with you, that's the end. That's it. The
That's what I'm
end after
saying.
that.
Church is a very intimate date. Like, I gotta like you enough to be able to go worship with you.
No, I gotta like you enough to bring you in front of Sister Johnson now that's gonna talk and tell everything enough, because if it does not work, and you gotta walk back in front of somebody, in front of Gertrude and them.
Gertrude.
Church is not for the person that you picked up, just like with like Wayne Dang, that's
No, it's got to be somebody you got some
church is
time,
like for if you're trying to be in a
like
relationship.
So what you're saying is you guys can talk, because we're saying first date. You guys can talk, kind of get to know each other before church.
Okay, church is not for the
Not a
girl
first
that you
date. That's not a first date.
for one night.
Got
Church
it.
is for the girl
That you
looking
see
at, like
something.
you want a relationship.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
And
first
are
date.
you able to tell that on the first date?
Listen, if she don't say grace, y'all go out to eat.
That's big. That's
If
big.
she don't say grace when y'all go out to eat, she don't go
Yeah.
to church.
That's not fair. What about the people who say grace and still don't go to church?
They got some church in them. Church is in you.
We all
Got
backslide.
something in
We all
you.
backslide.
See, it's not.
I'm like, that's me. Because,
Yeah.
everybody knows I had a fallout with my church. What?
What's wrong with that? True life?
I'm not going to, no. Coffee shop and park. Coffee shop and park, great dates. So I have a homegirl, one of my very best friends. For her first date, she usually meet for a cup of coffee. Starbucks is a cool date to go to. Now let me tell you about the park. The park is always a great go-to for me. I love the atmosphere of being in the park. Park can get you caught up because you can be in the park on a date and run into someone else that you would date in the park. And at that point, the best bet is just to get the hell out of the park. True story.
So has the pastor ever come on to you?
Actually, I had a pastor come on, not the pastor from the church, but I had a pastor come on to me the day of Telly's funeral. One of the pastors that
Really?
sat in the pulpit of his funeral. Absolutely. Literally called me a young widow and kissed my hand and asked me where I'd be later tonight to discuss what I would be going through. I'm like, sir, you just literally sat in the pulpit of my husband's funeral and you're asking me where can we meet later that night?
Right.
So yeah. But the church that I had a falling out with, I was guilted into giving 2 different donations on the same live for 3 different services, and it just pissed me off. I figured I'll just become more spiritual and get closer to God that way and move away from the church. I also realized very quickly, even with starting chats, I had some of my mama friends going to her talking about old Chaz getting together, putting swingers together, and just because I wanted to talk about sex. But it literally had nothing to do with what everybody else was talking about. But then understanding that that's just how church folks are. I've gained the attitude of I don't really give a fuck. So tell Sister Shirley, yes, Sister Shirley, I was talking about someone sucking dick, and I'm okay with that, and I'm okay with whatever you think of me by saying it. Because Sister Shirley, I'm sure you sucked dick, and if you're not, then I suggest you do. You might save your relationship because he just threw holy water on me because you all know.
Laying hands on
Yes, it's true. One of the biggest failures, especially in relationships, is the religious part of Christianity.
Right.
So many people think about. Now, I already know y'all not going to admit it because y'all love your pastors, but think about how many pastors y'all saw cheating. Go ahead, I'll wait. Because I know it's a bunch of y'all, so you need to think a little bit deeper. A lot of pastors cheat because we hold them up at a higher standard instead of understanding that they are just a man. A lot of them go through the same things undercover that they should be talking about publicly. I'm just not afraid to talk about it publicly. I grew up in a church where literally I can remember the conversations of, ooh, she was whispering with pastor. Ooh, she slept with the deacon and all. Y'all do the shit anyway, so why can't I talk about it? Why is my mama on? Go to bed, Jared. You're not supposed to be on here. My mama just said, stop that child. Because she be fussing at me about her prayer line. Like she want me to jump in on her prayer line. And I'm like, all the old ladies are going to be like, they going to all want to come for me with the holy water and shit because of the things I talk about. I don't care. I don't care. None of those old ladies walking around with their holy water will get me into heaven.
No, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Look, thank you, Tim. Put her to bed. Like Peter says, I have church in me. I was born and raised Southern Baptist. I know all of that. I need somebody to go tell my mama to go to bed. Shoosh. I hear my dear friend saying, keep my name out of this. I hear you, sis. You already know they're going to come for me. You already know they're going to come for me, but you know I'm ready for this shit.
Hey, Tanya. One
thing I'm definitely doing is I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to say those things that no one wants to say and no one wants to believe. And the truth of the matter is, if Christians had more sex, we would probably have a lot less divorce. However, y'all want to be all stuck up instead of pleasing your man or your woman. You want to listen to what pastor says, but you'll go over there and please pastor.
But a Bible.
It's a Bible somewhere. I already know I'm going to get all kinds of backlash from it. Lord. I know, because I get it all the time. But again, I'm 45 years old. I'm at a point where I don't give a fuck. I don't care. What is that going to do for me?
Hey, Tanya, I will call you the next day whenever I will answer the call.
Good job, Born. We'll keep it. Skeeter, send me Born $25. He donated it to the group.
Oh.
You want my Cash App? My Cash App is $BYUQT. We're going to make him send it later because I already know how this is going to go. But in the meantime, I'm giving away $25 too. We still hadn't decided what. Mama, it's not too much. It's too much for you. Go to bed.
I don't approve of none of this.
I don't care. I don't even know.
Coming on here, I wanted to have Bible study. I wanted to have Bible study, and you know, I really did think that this was what it was.
This is not Bible study, baby. This is far from Bible study. I know it's gonna be a line of ladies ready to lay hands on me as soon as I touch down in Eunice. They're gonna be like, girl, come here. They're gonna drag my little ass into the church, try to, like Skeeter said, baptize me, but I've already been baptized. Reverend Fontenot did that. Thank you. So they're gonna come for me, but I'm good with it. I'm okay with it. It's no big deal. Because I only answer to God.
Okay. I don't know nothing about this, Mom.
You can't have the conversation with me that I have with God. And you can't tell me that the way I've been getting blessed.
Should like be me.
You can't tell me that it's not of God. Like, I count my blessings daily, and God is blessing me in so many different ways. You can't tell me just because I'm not rolling with pastor that I'm not getting blessed. I don't care.
What pastor?
Whichever pastor. I don't care. I don't know. The pastor where I was going, it was a church. It was a young pastor. And he just, like, guilted us by telling the same story in 3 different services. Like, in an attempt to get a speaker, a sound system paid for a second church. You said, okay, in the 8 o'clock service, I know right now in this 8 o'clock service, there's X amount of people in here, and I need for every single person in here to donate $137. If everybody in here donate $137 right now, we can get this PA system paid for. Cool. My ass donated the $137, but I wanted to stay because I liked the sermon that I was hearing. So I stayed for the next service. The next service, everybody in here give $137, we can get this PA system paid.
Oh, right.
Oh, so let me try this shit one more time.
You gave another one?
I did. Right, because I'm listening to my pastor. Again, the third service, because I just want to see now. If everybody in here gives $137, we can get this PA system. I've not been back to church since. I was pissed. I wanted my money back from both services, and no, I didn't get that. So at that point, I realized what churches were doing. All of these churches will collect so much money, and then there are people in the neighborhood that don't have lights, they don't have food. I don't see any of y'all knocking on the doors, paying for bills, and y'all have the money. For sure, y'all have what, $137 times 2. For me, where did that light, did you pay a light bill for your members? No, you are too busy building mega churches that you can't even go and tend to your sick members. So I have a problem with that. And I would just say it. I have a huge problem with that part. So I already know. Is my mama still on, and does she go to bed? Mama, that MD is getting to. First of all, I'm not drinking MD, ma'am. I am a lady. I do not drink Mad Dog.
Who said that?
My mama. I'm drinking a nice margarita.
She's drinking. Oh my God.
I'm not drinking that at all. I'm not drinking it, Mama. But and she said, "Bless you." She was trying to baptize me through my. I'm just going to bed. Good night. I love you. I'll call you in the morning to speak to my nephew.
PG now.
She has my nephew. Pastor never told that woman not to sleep with their husband. No, Pastor never said don't sleep with your husband. But women feel that they're not supposed to because they're too busy at the church helping Pastor do whatever it is he needs to do. She don't have time to tend to her husband. She's too busy tending to the church, and therefore her husband is going without, and therefore he's going to run around cheating. And the second sister Shirley see that, then everybody's going to smear the husband down the street, literally dragging the husband down the street, never minding the fact that his wife forgot about him because she's been busy at the church doing what Pastor needs her to do. I already know I'm going to get my ass kicked on that too. I don't care because it's the truth. I grew up in it. I remember hearing the stories. I remember seeing this shit happening.
The statements made here are chastity and chastity is all wrong.
They're mine, they're chastity. And I'm okay with that. That's just my opinion on it. I don't sell my beliefs on anyone. I keep my spirituality to myself. I go sit in my bubble bath and I'm with Lush bath products and I meditate and have a nice time. Yes, I love Lush. But I've been using a lot of other products.
And you think, you know what? I want to give away
another. I still gotta give money away. Trey, I'm trying. I'm just speaking the truth. Not all churches, chat. Not all churches, sis. I am 100% with you on that. Not all churches. And let me be clear on that. Not all churches are like that.
Clear.
There's some very honorable ministers and strong pastors out there that I've learned a lot from. I just don't see the necessity of going and listening to a pastor who is doing all of that tell me how to live my life when I can just go to God. I can just talk to God about it.
Right.
I'll
right.
talk to God about it.
Right.
So do we have a question? What are we doing?
I'm gonna give away this basket.
Okay, we're giving another basket away. What are we doing for that basket?
I think Tanya won it.
How?
She did.
Winner, Tanya. We'll send your basket with Ski. You won that one. Okay, Trey, and you'll win the 25 because you're the only man commenting. You and Gwen have been. So Tremel, send me your Cash App. You'll win the next $25. Woohoo! Winners for everyone. Your husband is your first ministry, right, sis? But you know how many? Do you know how many ministers will tell?
Your mama said she was a little younger. What that mean?
Jared, go to bed. Rhonda.
What does that mean?
That she would participate in this conversation is what I'm going to say. Sis, there are some ministers that will definitely have their church members at church all day neglecting their husbands, especially where I'm from. I've seen it too often. Mama, can you just log off? We don't need this action. I need you to go.
You can't be doing that. Mama say. Mama sa. Mama kunsa. Don't let your mama be.
It's a mess.
Let your mama be.
It's a mess. So we have been going for about, our first show, the first part have been an hour, and now we're at an hour and 45 minutes. So we've been going for almost 3 hours. Yeah, okay. What are we doing now? Are we gonna just say goodbye? Are you ready? Are you guys ready for us to go?
We're gonna say goodbye.
We will say goodbye.
Just kiss.
And we'll see what the numbers will do to see if you guys will see us tomorrow, if you'll see us next week. Rhonda says you didn't pick her ski. Rhonda, we're gonna give another basket for your friend. You wanna win it? Just tell your sister yes and you won it. All right, you're gonna win the other basket Skeeter has.
Rhonda has a special basket.
Never mind, sis. You might have to come to Houston and get your basket.
It's a special basket. This basket.
Yes, this basket
full of love.
I have a question, ladies. You hear me talking about before we go, just because I got a text message with a question. Y'all hear me bashing past, and let me not say that. I'm not really bashing pastors. I'm just speaking on the shit that I've seen with my own eyes, and I've drawn my own conclusion, and no one's gonna change that for me. But ladies, not yet. How many of you have had your pastors come on to you? I know my friend definitely has had. We've had a conversation about this. So I'm gonna just see if she's gonna say it or not. But donate mine to the group too, Trey. Awesome. I love that. I'm just keeping my cash out. I'm trying not to spend it myself. So it'll go back into the group. I thank you and Gwen for your donations tonight. I also thank my sisters. This is my low. You want to fix that for me, friend? Thank you. I want to thank my sisters for their donations. Thank you, Skeeter, for sponsoring the show. We'll definitely get a few more sponsors, and we'll do this better. This is our first run at it. We'll iron out the kinks, and before you know it, we'll be rolling like we have been doing. I saw a question. Good night, cousin. I love you, Gwan. I appreciate you for always supporting me. You guys have been there for no matter what I've done. I don't care what it is. I know I can pick up the phone, call my family, my cousin, Gwan, Margot, Aura, Francesca, all of you. I can just pick up the phone and say, hey, I'm coming to Eunice. I need y'all. Kayambi. Listen, if y'all were drunk last time for the holiday party, the slumber party, and you had Jello shots. Y'all thank Candy for those Jello shots because the sister hooked me up and had everybody messed up for the party that you did. You remember that party?
Yeah,
so thank you, sis. I love you for that, Candy. Cousin-in-law is what I call her. I appreciate you. I appreciate your husband. Gone.
I'm coming to see y'all. I got to come see y'all. I'm coming.
Yes, we're gonna go. We're gonna do something together out at your house. Y'all, so invite us so we can go to your house. We're also we're going. Rhonda is saying yes, because Rhonda has had that pastor come on to her. I wasn't gonna say her name until she said yes.
I don't blame her.
Okay, he says he don't blame the pastor coming on to you. But my brother, first of all, pastor, you know my brother, so back the fuck up off my sister. That is disrespectful.
The devil got in.
The devil got in him. That's exactly what he's going to use. But instead of just saying there's good and bad, there's right and wrong, righteous and evilness, like it's balance. But if we want to use the devil, we'll use that too. No worries. Yes, Rhonda, friend, we know that you have definitely had that on. Ski, I don't have my glasses on, but I would like to thank our sponsors because I guess we're going to start to shut this show down for tonight. We'll decide if we'll be together again tomorrow night or next week or whatever, but we will definitely be back. You guys have been asking, and we're here. We're definitely going to do that. Yes, Boy, y'all made some little. That's another one. My little cousin Paul whipped up some kind of moonshine drink and we had infused gummy bears and all kinds of other shots that my poor girls, Danielle and Lisa, pour keep you drunk. Y'all know my drunk white girls. I love them dearly. The whole party was fucked up. It was full of alcohol, and I appreciate Juan, Paul, Candy. I love y'all for the things y'all do for me. I want to say again, thanks to our sponsors. Let me just make sure because I was supposed to have their. I don't know if anybody could see this. It's going to be too bright. So I'll just post the link. I was supposed to show the logo for Money Talks Tax Services, but I do want to thank our sponsors for tonight, Money Talk Tax Services. Yeah, I'm telling you, if you want somebody, we need to give that away. Somebody's going to receive a free tax preparation. So if you're prepared to do your taxes, send us your email address right now on this link, and we'll make sure to put you in a drawing for your chance of receiving free tax preparation. Actually, we're going to do two because Rhonda's doing one, she and Michaela's doing one, and Katrina's doing one also. Again, it's Money Talks Tax Service. I'm sorry, it's me, it's my margaritas. Money Talks Tax Service, LLC, has serviced our valued clients throughout the Southeast since 2010. We have a remarkably diverse, knowledgeable team that has represented our clients in all areas of taxes with a spirit of transparency embodied with integrity. Again, we will definitely give thanks to them. You will see them, reach out to them. I'm going to share the link so that you guys can reach out to Rhonda at 205-807-2089 or Michaela at 346-280-1972. And I'm also going to give y'all Katrina's number at 225 916-6914. So reach out to them. Katrina's advantage. Chaz, good night. Thank you, Chastity. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for the pep talk you gave me. Your business mind is what I need all of the time. Your ideas are amazing. So thank you for your input all of the time. I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate the things that you've done for Chats with Chastity, and the things that we're going to do moving forward. Keisha, sis, thank you. You've been a support system of mine since we were little, and I appreciate it. Tiff, Mama, Kiyoki, I see y'all are watching tonight. I appreciate y'all being here. It's all family. It's all love. Again, this is our first time doing this. on this platform. We've done a few lives here and there, just Ski and I being silly, but we're going to make something big of this, and I'm grateful to have all of you here at the start of it. I'm greatly appreciative for y'all being here. Trey, you're another one. Thank you. Thank you. You've been a constant figure in all of the groups, making sure these things are definitely going. I don't know if Jerome and Tony are on tonight, but they too have been very big forces in the group. So I appreciate you guys for doing that. Until the very next time, I guess we will say good night. I appreciate you.
Peace.
Love,
and
peace,
chats.
Chat.